Welcome to WatchOut channel. I'm the Haunting Hour 17, hinting at a specific time for paranormal activity and content. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. The video I will share is from the uploader Grandma's Nightmares. The video, whether they have truth or not. You are the one who will judge what you have seen and what you have been touched by in the videos. Be sure to watch till the end of the video, because there are many more paranormal clips waiting for you at the end. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
The next footage comes from a woman known as Dee, who has a YouTube channel called D Dark Adventures, where she explores strange places and discovers some truly dark and twisted locations. In this video, Dee heads into a forest in Ohio, where she finds a strange trail she just can't help but explore. The nearly hour-long video is filled with an eerie atmosphere as we watch Dee walk slowly through the woods in the middle of the night. For a while, nothing especially scary happens, until about halfway through, when suddenly this is caught on camera.
What is on my face? Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yep. I can't go home. Oh. Sorry. Stop, please. Please, I'm leaving.
You can see two glowing eyes shining from between the trees, seemingly watching her. Then, about 2 minutes later, Dee encounters another terrifying moment. Watch closely.
I think I'm gonna stick up the field and walk up the road, even though it's gonna be harder. It's cooler out here, I get more of a break. What is that? Fuck is it? Dude, no! It looks like a person, man. But no person. It looks like a fucking person. Stop! That ain't a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down. Stop! Fuck, I can't run. Somebody drive by.
You can see a shadowy figure following Dee through the forest. Fortunately, she's able to get away from whatever it is, and finally makes it out of the area. But obviously, if she hadn't escaped quickly, things could have ended much worse for her. Let's hope, if she ever decides to go back and explore those woods again, it's not in the middle of the night. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. This terrifying video comes from TikTok and was uploaded by a user who claims his house is haunted by a dark and malicious entity that's been tormenting him for months. In the next clip, filmed at midnight, the paranormal activity inside his house becomes very clear.
godziny, cały czas mi coś nawala w drzwi.
You can hear banging on the door. The man opens it, but no one is there. He steps into the hallway, and his bedroom door suddenly slams shut. When he opens it again, a chair is blocking his way. The next night, he tries to relax and watch a movie, but notices something strange at his door.
Dzisiaj tak spędzam noc. Hey!
You can see the bedroom doorknob moving up and down on its own, then loud banging echoes from the door. He yells at whatever might be there, and the banging stops for a moment before starting up again, even louder.
Kurwa znowu! What the f... Whoa! What the f... Kurwa!
Angry about what's happening, the man jumps out of bed and rushes to confront whatever is making the noise, but he doesn't find anyone. He only hears the sound of running water in the bathroom. Then he hears something crash in the hallway, turns around, and sees his coat fall off the hook. He starts to panic. As he walks away, a spoon mysteriously flies directly at him. Then, while he's looking around the kitchen, a pan suddenly falls and crashes to the floor, making him scream in fear. Right after that, his bedroom door slams shut right in front of him. In the next clip, the man comes home and finds his house completely trashed.
Ja pierdolę. Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the f... Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. What the f... What the... Ja pierdolę. Kurwa! What the f... Nie.
His bathroom door slams shut right next to him, and you can see the hallway lights flickering on and off. Again, he finds water running, but no one is in the bathroom. He tries to open his bedroom door, but something on the other side is forcing it closed. In the last clip, the man wakes up once again, saying he's had enough. And then this happens.
Ja pierdolę, naprawdę już mam dość, cały czas słyszę, jakby mi coś kurwa dział po przedpokoju, już naprawdę mam dość, nie mogę spać. Jak widzicie, specjalnie poprzesuwałem wszystkie rzeczy, bo kurwa mam już dość patrzenia na te pierdolone drzwi. Ja pierdolę. Nie. O kurwa, co jest? Wow. Nie.
You can hear rattling and banging on the bedroom door. When he opens it, no one is there. Then he hears something behind him, and when he turns around, he sees a chair mysteriously sliding across the floor by itself. The man jumps back in fear before the video ends. Viewers on TikTok have been terrified by these videos, but no one has heard from the man or seen him since he posted this last clip. In fact, It seems that these videos have been deleted from his TikTok account entirely. So, what do you think is going on here? Was this man really being haunted by something evil? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? As always, the final decision is yours. Lean Rito from Chile has apparently been the victim of terrifying paranormal events for some time. Loud banging would wake him up at night, and he kept hearing laughter all throughout the house. These incidents scared him so much that he told his friends and family, but nobody believed him. One night, strange noises in his room made him want to catch the evidence on camera, so he took out his phone and started recording.
Son las 3 de la mañana, hace 3-4 días fácil que no puedo dormir. Se escuchan ruido por toda la casa y no sé qué hacer. Yo no creo mucho esto, no me da miedo, pero no sé. Grabo su madre, ahí está. ¿Quién carajo anda ahí? Es la nena esa de mierda de vuelta. Yo me voy a la mierda.
Suddenly, a toy goes flying off a dresser, startling Lean Rito. Then, there are loud bangs on the bathroom door before it slowly opens. But when he checks inside, there's nothing there. He decides to set up a camera in his room to capture any evidence while he sleeps. And a few nights later, the camera records this creepy moment.
¡Sos hijo de puta!
You can see orbs floating by before the bathroom door opens, waking up Lean Rito. Startled, he grabs his phone and checks the bathroom. But this time he hears horrible noises, and it seems like something is hitting the shower curtain. Gathering his courage, Lean Rito opens the curtain, but there's nothing there. His security camera then captures his bedroom door opening, but again, no one is there. These scary moments were just the beginning for Lean Rito, as several nights later the banging starts up again.
3 de la mañana, me vine a la casa del campo, leí muchos comentarios que me recomendaban que me mude y me vine para acá para ver si el problema era yo. Pero parece que me sigue porque se escucha, estoy escuchando. Yo ya no, miedo ya no tengo. Y no hay nadie. El ropero de este es grandísimo, pero no, es increíble, pero parece que me sigue. La verdad, no. Es eso.
You can hear banging coming from the closet over and over, but when he opens it, nothing seems out of the ordinary. However, a ball rolls behind him and objects begin to fall off the shelf right in front of his eyes. On another night, he's woken up again by strange sounds.
Otra vez el demonio que me está molestando de vuelta. Aquí está. ¿Quién sos? Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. No sos bienvenido, andate. Andate. Me tenés cansado, mostrate. No te voy a tener miedo. ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos?
You can hear noises coming from the bathroom before the handle suddenly starts moving violently up and down. If you listen closely, it sounds like the laughter of a small child.
Andate. Andate.
But then it just stops. The door opens, and you can see something white hiding in the bathroom. However, when Leon Rito looks inside, there's no one there. Several nights go by before the activity gets even worse.
Son de nuevo las 3 de la mañana. Estuve durmiendo tranquilo estos días, pero ahora me despertaron de vuelta los ruidos. Me recomendaron que prenda la luz. Me voy a quedar callado. Mierda sos. Déjame salir, hijo de puta. Déjame salir. Eso.
You can hear banging from the bathroom before the door opens, just like the previous nights. But this time, when he checks inside, the door behind him slams shut and he can't get out. Lean Rito manages to escape, and then you can hear banging on the glass of his front door. But when he looks outside, there's no one there. Still, the chilling sound of a child's laughter comes from his bathroom. In the next clip, Lean Rito is in his bathroom getting ready for bed when he hears someone whistling.
3 de la mañana, recién salgo de bañarme. Escucho silbidos desde el patio. Mientras me estaba bañando, escuchaba golpes de la ventana. Nunca me había pasado esto. Los silbidos nunca, la verdad. Todo tipo de ruidos, pero silbidos nunca. No sé qué hacer, pero ya fue. Ya fue, voy a salir a revisar. Voy a salir a revisar. A estas alturas yo ya no tengo miedo, la verdad. No hay nada.
You can hear the whistling, so Lean Rito goes to check it out. And here's where I have to ask, did you see it? Watch closely. You can see a creepy face of someone, or something, peeking through the glass of the door, but Lean Rito doesn't notice it. The whistling continues until he leaves, and then suddenly stops. But then, you can see something pushing against a sheet hanging outside. And when he looks underneath, there's nothing there. A few nights later, Lean Rito captures something that leaves him speechless.
Son las 3 de la mañana de nuevo. Y esto es lo que yo, con lo que yo convivo desde hace meses. Con esto yo convivo hace meses. Siempre que grabo... Vos no sos Daniel. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Daniel se fue hace meses del país, vos no sos Daniel. Si querés lastimarme, salí y lastimame ahora. Ya. Déjame de joder. Déjame de joder. Si no puedo vivir. Ya no puedo vivir así. Ya no puedo vivir. Yo no tengo más miedo. No tengo más miedo. No, yo así no puedo vivir. Así no puedo seguir.
You can hear the voice of Lean Rito's friend coming from his bathroom, but when he checks inside, his friend isn't there. Then, a mysterious white figure is caught on camera walking past the glass door of Lean Rito's house. A week later, he wakes up to the sound of a woman crying outside and decides to go help her.
Y le está ladrando a alguien, mi perro ahí. Vení para acá, mija mía. ¿Quién sos?
A figure dressed in white is caught on camera, imitating the cries of a woman in distress to get his attention. But did you see it? At the top of Lean Rito's house, a dark figure is standing perfectly still, staring right at him. Who or what could it be? It's understandable that all these terrifying moments have left Lean Rito completely shaken. He believes he's being haunted by a dark, evil entity, and that the black figure seen standing on the roof is the reason behind all the terrifying paranormal activity he's experienced. So who is this white figure? Some viewers on TikTok believe it's a witch who conjured dark, evil spirits many years ago, and that Lean Rito's house is built right on top of that haunted land. A man named Edgy from Indonesia has been hearing strange sounds all over his workplace. Everything from banging to laughter and crying. But whenever he goes to check, he never finds anyone there. One night, while working the night shift, he's using the bathroom and watching Netflix, when suddenly, he hears this. You can hear a woman crying, along with creepy laughter coming from the stall right next to him. But when he opens it just seconds later, there's no one there. Then, a voice comes from the stall he just left, but again, it's empty. Scared, Eggy decides to get out of there. The next day, while recording himself playing the piano in the daylight, he captures this.
Anjing. Anjing. Nggak masuk akal. Ini masih siang, masih jam 12:30. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Something slams the door open and shut, but when he checks, there's no one there. When he returns, he finds his piano playing by itself, and apparently, this has started happening more and more often. A few days later, he decides to use some of the equipment at work, but is quickly interrupted by something chilling.
Ada nyala, Cok, nggak ada orang. It gets even creepier. Whatever is haunting him doesn't just stay at work. One night, while his wife is asleep, something unsettling happens at home. Dengar, Pak. Siapa? Hah?
His wife wakes up and tells him she heard a woman crying, but he pretends not to hear anything so he doesn't scare her. Edgy has a security camera set up in their bedroom to keep an eye on things and make sure everything's okay. But while he's playing a game and watching the monitor, things take a terrifying turn.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Ini jam berapa sih? 11. Jing belum keadaan nyala ya. Apa tuh? Sayang. Woi, astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Kenapa lu berantakan macam ini?
Dari tadi dah aku dengar.
Aku juga kan di rumah kamu.
Udah. Diam. Udah. Udah. Tunggu dulu. Udah.
AG and his wife are so scared that they don't want to sleep in their house anymore. So, what do you think is going on here? Share your thoughts in the comments. I've talked about the odd and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in a previous video. Rosanna lives in France, in an apartment she says is deeply haunted by some mysterious dark force.
Là aussi. Hein? Là aussi. Oh non. Vas-y. Non. Aidez-moi. Ouvre.
The toilet bowl starts moving by itself. The door opens and closes violently on its own. She goes inside, but finds no one there. Then, the lights start flickering, and the door suddenly locks, trapping her inside. She tries to open it, but it won't budge, like something is holding it shut from the outside. Then, a terrifying growl can be heard nearby, as if it's in the bathroom with her. Finally, the door opens. She says that whatever this presence is, it's making her feel weak. But things are only going to get worse. Another night, while she's alone at home, she starts hearing strange noises coming from her children's playroom. What she captures on video is truly disturbing. The toys in the playroom begin to move by themselves. And as Rosanna goes to check, she notices something very strange in the window's reflection. A large, shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her. But when she turns around, there's no one there. Rosanna sees the odd shadow again in the reflection, but then it disappears. Rosanna says this dark presence haunted her apartment for months, but thankfully she has since moved out. After leaving, she stopped sharing any more paranormal experiences. It seems like her life has finally found peace and a fresh start. But was Rosanna really haunted by something sinister in her old home, or was it all just an elaborate hoax? The choice is yours. This video was posted online by a mother who prefers to stay anonymous. She shares that one night, after coming home from work, her son came outside to greet her, like he always does. She usually honks the car horn while pulling into the driveway so he knows she's home. But on this night, as her son walks out to see if she's arrived, something unusual is caught on camera. As he looks around for his mom, something unexpected happens. Someone or something suddenly gives him a huge scare. He reacts as if he saw something, even though nobody seems to be there. But if you look closely at the video, you can spot something strange. Right after the boy starts running back inside, a faint figure briefly appears before vanishing completely. No one in the family, including his mom, could explain what it was, but it definitely left them unsettled. So what was it that frightened their son so badly? As always, let me know what you think. Nick and Ted, who run the YouTube channel The Hunting Public, were deep in the Missouri wilderness on public land when they heard something unsettling. A gunshot, quickly followed by wild, panicked screaming. Without wasting a second, they pulled out their camera and began filming. Right away, they sensed that this is no typical hunting trip. There's something much darker behind those screams. Nick and Ted try to contact the police, but they're so far out in the Missouri wilderness that there's no cell signal.
We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there.
All they can do is stand there and listen. Nick makes another attempt to reach out for help. But even after searching the area, they still can't get any cell reception in the dense forest. Feeling completely unnerved, Nick and Ted decide to head straight back to their truck, hoping to get far enough away to finally call the police.
Needs to be reported to the police department. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, But then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. And then I could hear vehicles taking off and coming to a halt, and we didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring.
A few days after their frightening experience in the woods, Nick and Ted share an update about what happened next. Despite giving a full report and sharing the exact location with authorities, Nick and Ted say that nothing was discovered at the scene.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found. You know, it freaked us out, and, you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that, you know, someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. You know, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and, you know, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
There was no trace or sign that anything unusual had ever happened there. Was it simply someone having a meltdown, or blowing off steam by firing at a tree? Or was there something much more sinister going on? It's up to you to decide.
Please like and subscribe to my WatchOut channel. This is a big help to me as a content creator. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated, because I am old, so please, and to give you many scary and horror videos to come. Maraming salamat po, and see you again. In my next videos, I'm the Hunting Hour 17.